Hello, hello. Al McDonald, this is that time where I can't quite tell if I'm live, but I'm going to keep talking because I think it'll just tickle you. Hello, everybody. This is Janet Ray. Whoo! Wisdom Writing Live. If you guys only knew how much I look forward to doing this with you. And basically, I'm talking to a hole in my computer. But somehow I've learned to feel connected to you by looking at that little green light. Hello, Ellen, you made it. Yay, yay, yay. Welcome, everybody. It is Tuesday, July 14th, 2020. I was thinking, it's like, wow, wait till this is like a time capsule. And we'll be able to look back in a year, 2 years, 5 years, and remember the times that we were going through right now and be able to say, we did it. We did it. We were able to put our attention, our focus on something coming through. And that is what today's wisdom writing is about. Before I go into that, though, I want you to know last week's wisdom writing was the most watched ever. Thank you to all of you. And it seemed to really capture more of you than ever before. Last week's was about the cages and the bug zapper. And it just, people really responded to it. I got a lot of comments, both on my Facebook and personally. And it seemed to set a lot of you free. And I was the what was being written about. I was the vulnerable one that had the arrogance and opinions that had kept me in a cage. And I love being able to be that, being the guinea pig, so to speak, allowing a message to come through that opens up. Hi, dear friend. Hi, Anne. That opens up freedom for all of us. That is why I do this. That is why I take the risk of being live, not ever having any training doing this. But I love the fact that by opening myself up to you, you get more free. And ultimately, I get more free. Hi, Miss Mary Louise. I love being real with you too. There's something about that. Thank you, Mary Louise. There is something about being real, just being real with each other. There is a lot of freedom in that. And then the piece that I love that the wisdom writings add, it is being real means that we are really goodness, that we are really love, that we are really joy. And that is just amazing. Hi, Alicia. You guys are the best. I want you to know, just seeing your name, whether you watch this live now or whether you watch it recorded and you make a comment, and whether I can see that like people put thumbs up and I can tell who's done that. Reading your names gives me a boost because that's who we are for each other. We give each other a boost. And that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So here we go. This week's wisdom writing. I didn't even put it out first because I thought it was really important to read it first. It's just brilliant, as I always think they all are. So here we go. Allow the goodness to come through. Allow the goodness of you to come through. Allow the goodness of others to come through. Allow the goodness of life to come through. Be wary of pictures or ideas of what goodness looks like or feels like. For the floodgates of goodness are upon you now, and the willingness to see, feel, and know this goodness in a new way is now. For we see and feel the angst of many, and we say, breathe. 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 For the inability to breathe is the mirroring of anxiety. That's a pretty deep sentence. I'm going to read it again. For the inability to breathe is the mirroring of anxiety. Allow the breath in deeper, deeper, and deeper. Allow it to flood you, much like a flash flood can rush over everything in its path. Allow the breath to flood in and take over every cell of your body. And relaxing is essential in this type of breathing. For with a flood, trying to maintain tension or control will not keep you buoyant. Stay buoyant now with deep, deep breathing to flood every cell in your body, your toes, your fingers, the top of your head, the sides of your ribs. Breathe and feel those things expand and grow. Allow the deepest saturation. The signal, always have to do this. The signal for full is the big, beautiful smile on your face, my face, our faces. For as anxiety leaves the cells and the beautiful breath enlivens the cells, a smile becomes, yay, hey Amy, becomes the most natural of expressions. Have you ever seen anybody try to smile, try to pretend they're being happy or whatever, and there's this, maybe there's like, I'm trying hard to do it. But when you breathe, and you breathe and you breathe, and there's like this calm that they talked about last week in the wisdom writings in your body, a calm. Then there's just this buoyant smile that comes across. And that's the most natural of expressions, is that buoyant smile. Then, dear ones, beam your smile. Beam it to yourself in the mirror. Beam it to your loved ones. Beam it to the other behind the mask. For the smile is your gift this week and forever, with or without a mask. Be not fooled by the masking effect. I love this when I wrote this. This phrase, a masking effect. Whew. Be not fooled by the masking effect of who you really are. So I had to go look that up. And some of you know, I love looking up, these things come through me in like 2 minutes. And then I have to go look up some of the words. And this masking effect in science has to do with sounds. And the best example I can give is if you walk into a big office building that echoes really bad and in the lobby, and they put a water feature in the lobby, and that water feature has a masking effect over the voices and the conversations that are happening in the lobby. And so that water sound is louder, and the sounds of everybody's voices feel quieter. Well, when I looked it up, what they're saying here is it's kind of almost like an opposite masking effect. The masks that we are experiencing in our world and culture right now are having a masking effect on our goodness. There are two things happening simultaneously. There is this masking phenomenon, but there is goodness coming forth. So much. I don't know how many of you know, but 5 years ago, I had the most unique health injury with my feet and legs. And it was 2014, and within a year, I needed a walker to walk around. And it got to the point where I could take about 200 steps a day with about 8 in pain. And I could not see goodness at that time at all. But I did breathing. I did at one point have to really do a lot of breathing. And there came a point where I gave up that desire to get back to who I was. One day I'm just going to be back to who I am. And I realized I was actually moving forward into something. And the goodness that was growing began to become more evident to me. I was more compassionate. I was more patient. And my desire to contribute to others who may feel stuck, who may not know how to access goodness, grew stronger and stronger. And it is really what got me through that. And so there is a masking effect for some of us right now where we're not seeing the goodness. We are moving forward into something filled with goodness. Allow the goodness to trickle in, right? So you can see it, and breathing opens us up and you begin to feel it and see it and beam it through your smile. Be not fooled by the masking effect of who you really are. And now is the opportunity to beam your smile to and through yourself to others and through the mask. Enjoy this feeling, this experience, and world of goodness on its way. This was really a big one for me. This was very powerful. I love this play on masking effect. It's why I didn't actually post the writing first. I will now. I know this. I want people to read this and feel open and see your goodness and allow it to come through more and more just by smiling, just by breathing. It's really, I think the simplicity of it sometimes is what the wisdom writings are really bringing forth. Just like I said, when I see your name, I get it. Your goodness comes through to me when I see your name. And I love that we are that for each other. Hi, Mr. Edward. Edward's in the house. All right, you guys, I love you so very much. Thank you for being here. I have an idea that if there is some kind of topic that maybe you would like to hear a wisdom writing on, put it in the comments. I can't promise that that will come through, but it might give some nudges and some ideas for the wisdom writings to say, hey, yeah, we can do a wisdom writing on that. So please I like this interaction between us. I love you guys so very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for blessing my life and the lives of all others. We are like a string of lights, baby, and we're lighting things up. And let's light up goodness with our smiles, with our breathing, bringing forth the new future we're all going into. All right. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Let this video inspire you. Watch it every day if you need to, but be inspired, creative, and loving. Okay, see you next week. Bye-bye.